Hi, this is Ray in Chiang Rai. I'm sitting here with a very interesting gentleman. His name is Rich, and he's going to tell you about his involvement in projects in Chiang Rai.
Good.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Ray. How you doing?
Good. So tell us about these projects you're involved in. You seem to be very involved in everything.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. My family, my wife's family, was a Christian family for the last 150 years. Her grandfather, her great-grandfather were among the first members of First Church Chiang Rai. And he was the headmaster at Chiang Rai Witiakom School. And actually, she was a French and English teacher. My wife was a French and English teacher at Samaki, which is the school just right over here. And anyway, we met through my father-in-law. And I was a Christian volunteer at Chiang Rai Witiakom School. And so my idea was I came here to give something to the community. And we were married in 1980. And we came back to Chiang Rai in 2014. And I was a English teacher at MacLeod University, English, general English and also business English. And before my wife died, she said I should donate money in my time to the church, to health, and to education. So as a result, I became involved in projects related to those particular things.
Okay.
Actually, at my wife's funeral, Bruce Kennedy, a member of the Expat Club, came up to me and he invited me into the activities of the Expat Club. And one of the main motto for the Chiang Rai Expat Club is helping expats through community. And they have many activities, bicycle clubs, book clubs, etc. Bruce told me about them, and I chose the book club, which was mainly for expats. But he also invited me, because of my background in education, to support an organization, a Christian organization called Supporting Heart. And Supporting Heart provides education in a safe house for street kids, kids that are homeless and their parents are either dead or drug addicts or can't take care of them for one reason or another.
How do you find them?
You mean the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, it's very interesting. I started becoming involved in this organization in February, I think it was 2020, and the result was that soon thereafter we had COVID and we had the coup, and I've only been up there once. But these kids, I mean, they were, you know, I'm a great believer that we're all children of God, and therefore we all have and you should have an equal opportunity to live a purposeful life. And these poor kids, they were born, you know, with a bad hand.
Yeah.
And so this organization gives them that opportunity. We provide 20 kids, or 20 to 22 kids we have them in a safe house, and so they get food, clothing, shelter, plus a mom and dad, and in a family, brothers and sisters. And then there are 90 other kids that that have aunties and uncles in the villages, but they can't afford education. So those 90, so we give 110 kids tuition at least 2 years ago at the government schools. And then since that time, the kids in the safe house have been able to get education, but only just recently have we been able to give them, they've just started to be able to go back to the government schools in Burma. This is in Tachi Lake.
This is interesting that you mentioned that you were supporting the children in the school.
Yeah.
Because my wife was doing the same thing for about 2 or 3 years, I think, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of kids need a lot of help.
Yes, both in Thailand and in Myanmar or Laos or Cambodia. But the thing about these kids is that if you give them a chance, they just are like a dog with a bone. They won't let it go. And now, I mean, we have kids that are from the age of 2 to 17 or 18 years old. Some of them are now getting an education to become nurses or to become teachers or whatever. And that's one thing that we stress, is that we want these kids not to be dependent upon us, but to be able to give back to the community and be independent.
Exactly.
So they won't have to be exploited by human traffickers.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, anyway.
Teach them how to fish.
Yeah, teach them how to fish, exactly. And that's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it was so sad that for the last 2 years, we couldn't teach. I mean, well, we did the best to teach them the kids that we could get contact with.
Right.
Many of the 90 kids, the villages wouldn't allow us to come into the government wouldn't allow us to go into the villages, and it was difficult for the people in the safe house to travel along the roads because there were checkpoints and soldiers and things like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's in the expat club. We're mainly focusing on our own community, making it so that our community can have a community, but also are supported in terms of becoming part of the Chiang Rai community. So I recently, we do things like, for example, I set up a victory garden at the YMCA. And although the expat club doesn't support that, individuals from the expat club are helping me with the victory garden that we're growing at the YMCA.
Okay.
And also Bruce Kennedy and I and Jan, we work on tours so that the expats can see some of the local sites and learn more about it, so that, and then also many of the expats have Thai spouses. So this gives them a chance to become part of our community, and we have a chance to become part of the Thai community. So this is all part of the helping expats through community. We help the community, and also the expats learn, become a stronger community ourselves, so that we can become a part of the Chiang Rai community.
It's interesting that you mentioned the trips, because when I spoke to Marty, he mentioned that there was a person that spends most of their time looking for places to go and organizing trips and buses, etc.
Yeah.
And I said to Damien on the way here, I think that's rich.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, and actually July 2nd, I think it's 2nd, it's Saturday, we plan to go to Rai Chun Tawan, the meditation center. And I'm particularly interested in that because that particular center is very interested in green agriculture.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find out, I believe every Saturday they have a green market. So through the Buddhist Economics College there, they teach the people in the community to be green or farmers, but at the same time they market these products to the community. So this is something I'm very interested in, and and a lot of the expats, we do have gardens, and so it'll be good to find out what they're doing at Chun Tawan. But that's part of the reasons I organize tours, is so that we can find out what is happening in the community that we can become a part of. There we go. I should also mention we went to Hui Plakang. Everybody calls it the Big Buddha.
Yeah,
but in fact it's a bodhisattva.
Yeah.
And I think it's very interesting because bodhisattvas are mainly Mahayana Buddhists. And so here we have a Theravada country with a Mahayana Buddhist large temple. And as you know, in Japan we call it the Kanon, the Kuan Yin, is into mercy and compassion.
Yes.
And so that's why that particular temple has agricultural projects, provides food. They do these wonderful car washes. I always get my car washed there. And so by having these tours, we can find out, what things are happening in Chiang Rai to make us more of a community, and we can become a better community ourselves.
I was told, and I don't know if this is 100% true or not.
Yeah.
Maybe you do.
Uh-huh.
They just built a new hospital there at Wat Hoi Plakang,
That's right.
and I'm told it's free
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yes. I when I was there, they were mainly talking about they have sort of a center for the aged, and so they have activities there. And I think initially maybe that hospital is primarily for people over a given age, but I think maybe, like you're saying, eventually it will be free for everyone.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
intent,
I'm not exactly sure if my information is correct.
Yeah.
But we're in the process of building it. I don't know if it's finished yet.
I think it is.
Okay, and but they were, you would pay like 100 baht or something for a bag of rice and or make a donation to that hospital when I went there. So
Yeah.
they were the people in
more
the
than
community.
fair.
Yeah,
Because I understand the doctors and the nurses working there are also just doing it for merit.
Merit, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful place, and
I think it's a great place.
and it's neat because you can go there, you can make a donation, and you talk directly to I don't remember his name, but the head monk, and he had a wonderful idea. I mean, I guess it just started out with a couple buildings in the middle of the rice field.
Yeah, but it's really good to see that the money being donated is being put back into the community.
Yeah, exactly right.
Which is unusual.
Yeah, and also I think particularly now with so many people out of work and not having enough food, clothing, and shelter, here's the Buddhist organization that's showing us how to make it so that we have a sustainable and sufficient lives and care about the community.
Yeah.
So I think it's wonderful. Even though I'm from a Christian background, I'm all for what they're doing,
Well, if you look deep, a lot of the Buddhist beliefs and Christian beliefs are pretty much identical.
Yeah, I think, very much alike. And I mean, I had a co-worker at CVK, and he was Buddhist, and they wanted him to become Christian. And they'd ask him, well, do you believe this, this, and this? And he'd say, yes, I do. And he says, well, why don't you become a Christian? And he said, well, I can believe all that stuff and still be a Buddhist. And I said, well, look at it. I can believe all that stuff and still be a Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah. Okay.
And, I think a lot of people in this country have slipped away from true Buddhism now.
Yeah.
But that's a bit of a shame.
When I was here 45 years ago, a very important concept, and I'm mispronouncing it, it's hinjai, to have empathy and compassion. And like when you went to restaurants, it wasn't a question of how quick they served you, but a question of their recognizing you needed something before you needed it. And that was really true 45 years ago. Even when I went to Bangkok, I'd see people having empathy and understanding for each other. And I think a lot of it was the Thai Buddhist culture.
Yeah.
And somehow, with rapid growth and things like that, that part of the Thai culture is not as manifested as often as it was 45 years ago.
Yeah, well.
But it's a nice thing about Chiang Rai is they still have a lot of those customs that maybe we don't have other places.
I can't think of any place better than Chiang Rai.
Really. Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah.
It's my wife went to, she got a good education in Buddhism. She's Christian.
Yeah.
But she got an education in Buddhism.
Yeah.
Because she enrolled in a 4-year English master's degree at the Buddhist college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that the one in Chiang Rai?
It was the one in Chiang Rai up the hill where they used to have the
I know.
meetings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where the old city hall used to be? Or
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And when she came home with her homework and reviews, and she'd give it to me to help her, I said, are you learning English or are you learning Buddhism?
That's funny.
Because the whole class was based on, it's a bit like the Mormons teaching English from the Book of Mormon.
Well, I mean, as an English teacher, I was an English teacher for 45 years, and we always said, language expand to meet a need. No need, no expansion. Mm-hmm. And so I think, I mean, you need to learn about Buddhism in a Buddhist country, and so, and actually the philosophy of Buddhism is something we all need.
And it doesn't really conflict with somebody else's religion.
No, it doesn't. No.
To live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not giving up your belief.
It isn't.
It's just adding to it.
Really. Yeah.
And probably making you a better person.
Or reinforcing it.
Or reinforcing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because as you say, a lot of the mercy and compassion is really a universal idea.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Although some folks would have us believe different. But it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Rich, I suppose we should wrap this up.
Yeah,
because,
I'm good. Yeah, we got our 10 or 15 minutes in here, and
yeah,
so we're okay.
So. I think
so.
So.
It's been nice talking to you, Ray.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah, and then I really encourage expats and actually people who aren't expats to join the Chiang Rai Expat Club and become part of our community, but also learn more about the Chiang Rai community.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified of all new videos as they're released. If you want to help the channel financially, click the link in the description to buy me a coffee.